And we are live. We will late. Oh, damn. We will wait a little bit to get some people in here. Let me share this with the group. You know, we're always sharing in all of our groups. I have like 6 Facebook groups I got to put this into. Someone challenged me for the 0 to 1 million race. As you're coming in, let me know where you're from. Let me get us live on IG. Get that in there. Get that in Deal Champs. All right, who we got in here? We got one person in here. We got 9 people on IG. Tristan, what's going on, bro? So, I had someone call me about 20 minutes ago talking shit, saying they could beat me on the 0 to a million challenge. He says he could do it with a full-time job and still net $1 million doing this. I'm calling his bluff. His ass needs to go to church. There's no way in hell Xavior Major is going to beat me. I got the best sponsors backing me. I know I'm a fantastic entrepreneur. And now I got to do 2 million just to prove a point. I got to do 2 million just to prove a point that Xavier Major cannot beat me. Given he is a good friend of mine and he was inspired by my challenge and he decided to challenge me. The lead wars have officially started. The $1 million wars have officially started. He thinks he can beat me. He can't. He really can't. I'm the better entrepreneur. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to absolutely crush Xavier Major. Tristan, let's fucking go, bro. We're in here to fucking win, my guy. And I promise you, I am going to win. Again, I got the best sponsors in the country. Shout out Lead Zolo for getting us the best leads. We got Investor Lift backing us so we can sell everything. We got the best systems and automations with Resimply. We have the country's best transaction coordination company with easy REI closings. Xavier Major will not even be able to hold a candle to what I am building over these next 6 months. We got a contract going out today. We've been chasing down this guy. It'll probably be like a 20K assignment. Small deals pay the bills, but that'll be our first 20K rip. I have a 60-40 split with Lead Zolo. I'll negotiate it more once I have a proven track record with them. And then from there, we're just going to keep it rolling. Like, guys, this is exciting. I'm excited to see someone else try and challenge me and think they have the acumen to get it done. Now, Xavier is a fantastic entrepreneur and an amazing marketer. But do I think he can beat me while he's still working? No. There is no way Xavier Major has a chance to beat me, Strat Daddy, at the 0 to a million net race. I'm going to up the stakes. Do I want to do this? Josh, my money is on Strat Daddy. Let's go. Thank you. I love the hype. I mean, bro, we got to go for 1.5 M's now. We got to go for 1.5 M's now just to prove a point. I'll have the race be to a million. I don't care about the million. But now we got to push it to 1.5 M's just to prove a point. Just to hammer the point home that I really do this shit. If you are tuned in live, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching the rant. Xavier Major, you're going down, bro. You're gonna get buried. You don't. You can't handle it. You can't handle the smoke. You can't handle the heat. You're not ready for it. Xavier's gonna be using speed to lead as his lead provider, but I don't think he has. He doesn't have the team backing him like I do. I mean, our sponsors are just insane, insane. I'm gonna bury him. I'm going to bury Xavier Major and take him to church. Bury him in front of his like 9 kids. It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be so brutal. But let's fucking go. Thank you for the hype, Josh. Thank you for the hype, Tristan. What else we got in here? All right. Rant's over. Now we gotta get back to work. So we got this one guy out in Philly. We're waiting on him to get a lead out to him. We talked to our lead provider and we got the listed stuff taken care of. We're getting a ton of listed leads. I mean, we got 9 leads today, and I want to say all of them were listed, which made it really, really hard to do this. And so we spoke with Drew at Lead Zolo. He's like, bro, we got you. We're gonna filter this down. We're not gonna have the listed leads. And then here we go. But let's try and get a hold of our man, Louis.
Please leave your message for.
Man, it's crazy. These people come in, I talk to them, and then they disappear. Okay. Next lead. Too late to call the old people. The hard part about this, we're getting a lot of leads on the West Coast. We made one offer there. So we got an offer earlier. Well, we got a lead coming earlier today that was in San Francisco, but it's in San Pedro. And this guy, it's been listed for 2 years. I don't know if you guys heard this one. He got an offer for 1.8 and he got an offer for 1.6 and he said it's not good enough. And he was like, I'm not ever going to sell. I know what my property is worth. You can give it to me if you want. What's going on, Juan Philly? Or is it Philly Juan? Always be closing. All right, here we go. Next one is Sycamore Road. All right, let's call this dude. Actually, I got to comp this out. But if he only got 1.8 in 2 years, well, it's listed for 1.8. He got an offer for 1.6. He's like, I had it listed at 600,000. Then I just decided not to sell. My man, we can't be doing this shit. We can't be doing this shit. And then there's not even anything close to it. The only thing that this property really does have is that, and my friend Josh Villarreal is doing like a 36 unit development on like an acre, like something stupid, to where San Diego's doing high density housing development. But then if you're doing that, there has to be development in the area. And the closest lead that sold for 885. And when I say this thing is right by the border, I bet you there's less than half a mile before you get to Mexico. Like it's by the Tijuana River. I mean, it's essentially in Tijuana, which is crazy. But I mean, nothing. Something sold for 1 point. Where's 8? It sold for 1.8 on Imperial Beach Boulevard, and that's still brutal. And then on these like multifamily properties, at times we can go like price per square foot if it works. If it's under a million. Well, if it's under 4 units, but it has to be under 4 units. All right, we'll just call this guy and tell him we could do like a million. 'Cause I don't even. This one's brutal. Hello. Hey Joe, this is Stratton. Is now still a good time? So I got a chance to talk to the partners. I met with the team, went over everything we talked about. I talked about how you want to move to Columbia. I talked about how the property has never really been remodeled and that it's sitting on about an acre and we could build some extra stuff on it. Uh, I talked about how you've had it listed for the last 2 years and you've gotten a bite, but you didn't really like it. So they had a pretty good understanding of everything that's going on. Um, I mean, you've already had a cash offer before, and it doesn't sound like you were really interested in budging, but we'd want to be somewhere in that $1.5 million range. Yeah, but is that 1.8 offer still standing? So you don't like the guy, and you're not gonna sell to him. Mhm. Okay, well, no problem. I'm 29. Yeah, and that's just not usually what we do to invest. This guy's a talker, and then you try and cut him off, and then he still doesn't stop. Alive. Yeah, and that's okay. I'll call you in 6 months and see how things are going. If anything changes, just reach out to me. Alright, thank you so much, Joe. You have a great night. So we're gonna mark that as a dead lead. Um, and it's an older I've dealt with dudes like this before where it's an older dude and they're trying to sell you the property. He's like, I'm in no rush, but he's like 70 years old or something. And the property's been on the market for 2 years. He says he can get 1.8, but he's like, I'm not going to take it from that guy. It's you're dealing with an irrational human, right? No, you don't argue with crazy people. You just move on. Next lead. Actually, let's move this to continue. Offer made. Just have to update that we made that offer. And move that to dead. Property is already listed. For him, there's really no motivation. And he wants way too much and he's not going to budge. Better put this in the notes for myself or someone in the future. Old man does not want to budge and sells you tire kicker. But we offered it 1.5. Kalani, is it time to go? Dang, I think I already got to go. I'll be live again at 7:30 to call the rest of these West Coast people to see if we can get it in. Xavier Major will not beat me. I promise you guys. Xavier Major has nothing on me. I don't know if we're going to call this the lead wars. I don't think the lead wars is good enough. I think it's just the 1mm challenge. No. $1 Million Wars. Let me know in the comments if you are this far and you're watching it. Let me know what you think. You think it's the $1 Million Wars? That's what we should be posting? Is that what it's called? Drop me some names. I'd love to hear it. I'll talk to you guys soon.